Hey everybody, happy holidays. It's Brandie Posey, the host of Burn This Podcast and the founder of Burn This Records. Guys, last album of 2025 is up right now for pre-sale. It is called Worth the Trouble from John Alcabes out of San Francisco. It's a fucking blast. You're a fucking blast. 2025 is almost over. Support the arts one more time, huh? All right, interview. Get it. Bye-bye. See you next year.
We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn.
This podcast. You've been banned from Twitter. Why? What happened?
Okay.
Unless you don't want to start there.
No, that's fine. It was like a really dumb. It involves Kristen Cinema.
Love it already. The label is officially
know her?
haters.
She's the one who
Arizona, yeah. Big thumbs down, girly, yeah.
Oh, Kristen Cinema, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This was like after the X takeover, and this was during like the Barbenheimer time when Barbie and Oppenheimer were out at the same time.
Oh, what a moment!
And she made some cutesy. I don't even remember what it was. She made some cutesy Barbenheimer joke, and I responded and said, "I wish you would become death."
That's what got you banned?
That was the one.
Wow.
That was like of all the times I've misbehaved on that website, I don't know if that was the worst time. But
crazy. Now here I'm trying to think, is that Elon's Twitter or is that woke Twitter? Like which time
I think it was
period?
Elon's Twitter.
God. Free speech hypocrite.
Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was right before he took over. I don't know.
Yeah, that timeline's blurry. But I mean, you should be able to get reinstated, much like Alex Jones, if it was pre. If it was.
Well,
pre.
I still lurk on there.
Yeah, of course.
I still see what's going on, but it's gotten.
It's bad.
It's also because it's the combination of Elon's taking over and also the fact that whatever like group of people I built up following, I just am on like a burner now, so I just see like the front page of Twitter, and folks, it's not good.
No, it's super grim over there. I still have my account, but I don't do anything with it, and it's for an app that used to be genuinely so fun. It really, I'd miss that, and none of the new ones are taking the space of it at all. Like, I don't know if you're feeling that way, but like Blue Sky, I find too cringy. I can't handle it at all. Threads is like no one understands a joke at all.
It's really wild how people will misinterpret it. Like,
yeah,
like things that aren't like jokes that should just be like a setup punch jokey joke.
Yeah,
like why did the chicken cross the road? People are like get upset and bring up other different kinds of situations where maybe the chicken wouldn't cross the road.
Yeah. How dare you speak for all chickens? Are you a chicken? And it's like, okay, like it's just a joke. It's not serious. I made one the other day that was just my algorithm loves to show me beautiful mid-century houses that have been flipped into horrible grayish garbage, and it genuinely hurts my heart every time I see it. And I just said something like, if you are one of these people, you actually are a fascist. Just like, whatever. I like half believe that too, though, but like also whatever. But the number of people that just commented and were like, how dare you? You don't understand. You have no idea about the structural integrity of this house. Like, I was like, I'm not. Who cares? Just keep scrolling. Keep scrolling.
It's like a good combination of people who like want to be very careful about how you use the word fascist or whatever, blah blah blah, and then also people who just like are like, I like those houses. I think they look good.
Exactly. I love a house that is made with zero care or warmth whatsoever. I'm a fascist aesthetic.
I think about Nazi Germany kind of a lot. Do you guys think in Nazi Germany there's anyone who's like 16 or 17 years old and they refuse to join Hitler Youth? Right? And then they get older and they tell their kids and their grandkids about it as if they were like on the right side of history. But the real reason they wouldn't join Hitler Youth was just because that was boring nerd shit. You know? They're like, oh, you guys like Hitler? That's cool. I like to fuck, but no. Enjoy your little club. I'm sure it'll look great on your college application. Also, On the other side of that, how pissed would you be if you did Hitler Youth all 4 years to high school to make your college app look good? And then your senior year, the war ends? You're just like, well, fuck, I guess I'm not going anywhere out of state. Probably gonna park it right here.
Give it up for me not going, hey, speaking of fascism, your album, and making that the pivot that we do.
Thank you. Yeah.
This is your first album, Worth the Trouble. It's available right now for pre-order everywhere. If you're listening to this, pause it, go buy it, come back. You recorded it in Gabby Watts's her place, right? Was it her place?
No,
okay.
She plays the tenant
Okay.
in the sketch, but no, it's my friend Adam and Leia's place.
Hell yeah. Back in New York, and now you're back in San Francisco where you're from originally. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. How does it feel? How you feeling right now having like this mostly out in the world and like done?
I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's been on YouTube for like a week now.
Mhm.
Yeah, a bunch of people have watched it and left nice comments. I feel Yeah, it feels good just having put it out. It's out for the world. Everyone can go watch it if they want.
Yeah, go watch it, buy
Go
it,
listen to it.
do all the things, you guys. You get it. I when I me and John don't know each other very well. So like when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this guy's great. We have a lot of very similar politics. There's a lot of great shit going on. I also hate axe throwing bars, so I totally get it. It's weird to see like Renfest culture leave a Renaissance festival.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always has upset me whenever like those that's for that part. I think it's not meant to leave.
Well, and what's messed up is like it took me a second to put it together because I don't even. You're right. Axe throwing is a very like Ren Fair type thing, but in my head it's just like a broy thing because of
Because of
these
these
bars
bars.
that are not
Yeah.
only taking over physical spaces but
Yeah.
cultural ones as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I grew up my family always went to Ren fairs like growing up and stuff like that. So I've seen this forever, and then when it left that space, I was like, no, there's supposed to be it's like you can throw an axe, but if you have to be wearing tights while you do it, and I think that humbles the thrower in a similar way.
Right. You can't have like a backwards fitted cap on. Your hat has to, if you have a hat, it has to be triangular.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want. I want to believe that you don't have a gun. It's because they don't exist yet. Man, does San Francisco have axe throwing bars? I'd be- yeah, I'd be curious. I'd be curious to see what ends up happening there because so you work
There's
for
got to be at least
DoorDash and
one. Yeah.
TaskRabbit, and
I
you've
don't
done a
know
lot of these gig
where
apps. I
exactly it
have
is,
too. I've done a
but
lot of
I'm sure
I was
there's a
I was a
couple.
Lyft
Yeah.
driver forever, up until a few years ago, and I used to like come do shows in San Francisco, and I would turn on Lyft like before and after shows, and just like do 12-hour shifts around a 10-minute set, basically, and be like, I'm getting paid. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I've definitely done that with like doing like food deliveries while I'm in LA, just for a few days. Where I'm
Hmm.
like, well, I have a show tonight and nothing really before then, or like we're seeing one friend. So and it's kind of a good way to get to know, the city and like
Yeah, people genuinely
the
really love
geography
it
of it
here.
just by
It's like,
picking up food. A lot of everyone, people love, I don't know if it's a specific sample size, but from what I experienced so far, people love El Pollo Loco. I did like my first four deliveries, half of them were El Pollo Loco. And also before I started the deliveries on my own, I had eaten El Pollo.
I imagine you had no Yoshinoya deliveries. I bet.
No, what's that?
I don't even know because I've never eaten there. But it is like Yoshinoya is like it's like fast food ramen, I think. but it's at a bunch of places here. And the one location that was near my old place, two different trucks crashed into the front of it, and that's like the extent of my knowledge of Yoshinoya.
Oh no. Did it
Yeah.
have like a really, was it really, did it have a giant awning? I'm trying to think not to put the blame on Yoshinoya, but
No,
what
I
happened
mean
there?
it was just a big kind of glass front face, and the way that turn was to get onto my street, like people, there was a light that people ran a lot, and I'm sure that it was like I'm coming down this hill, I'm running a light, like I lose control, and I'll just drive into this Yoshinoya. It happened at least twice. I haven't been there in a while, so
Yikes.
I imagine it's happened again, but
That's the kind of thing like you're trying to convince your friend to go to that Yoshinoya. You're like, it's safer to go to this one. What are the odds it's going to happen a third time?
exactly. After the second time, I was like, oh, they got to rethink some things. Or maybe it's like an inside job. Because like I always wonder if that kind of thing happens. I guess you don't have to pay your employees, right? Like if you're out of business because of that kind of thing, you're just let your people go, I guess,
As
until
opposed to you think people set this up or something like this up in order to not like have to pay unemployment or something for, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not that kind of business owner, but I could see it has the logic of what I assume is happening inside of Yoshinoya. That is the spiritual truth of such a place, I think.
Yeah. It also, I'm thinking about it, fast food ramen doesn't sound too bad. Like ramen, a little ramen packet that you eat is essentially fast food, but it's probably cheaper then.
Also, it's mostly you're driving, so it's like ramen's not a car food.
No, not unless you get one of those like those TikTok shop inventions. They have them for cereal, but they should get them for ramen too, where it's like a cup where you can like drink the broth and slurp the noodles through a tube.
God, that is so specifically America hellish 2025. Yeah. Don't even
Just
stop
like
to
a
have a
3D
meal.
printed piece of plastic that organizes your noodles and soup for you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, don't stop. Don't even like pull over and eat. Continue driving and slurp it down. Slurp down the slop, baby.
People do not care about your feelings at all when you're on DoorDash. I remember I delivered a guy a bag of ice once, just frozen water in a bag, and he immediately just threw it at the ground as hard as he could. And I understand that you have to do that with ice sometimes, but it still hurt my feelings. You couldn't wait for me to drive away, for it to melt? Jesus. When I first went to sign up for DoorDash out of college, I went to the orientation and they were like, hey, we looked at your driving record and we don't think you have what it takes to bring someone a container of pad thai without spilling it all over your dumb lap. But do you want to get on a bike for us? And I was like, I'm not good on a bike either. There's just no public record of that. Nobody writes it down when I press the wrong brake and flip over the handlebars. That's just between me, my chiropractor, and God. But sure, I'll do it. I need a job. I'll take it. And do you guys remember when Lance Armstrong was using steroids for his fancy little bicycle job? Right? It was kind of like that. I was using my 2004 Honda Accord for mine. Yeah. I was just driving. I immediately was like, fuck it, I'm not going to get on a bike. I was just going to drive. They won't catch me. I don't know why I thought I could take on this billion-dollar corporation. It was so easy for them to just be like, hey, we saw you going 40 miles an hour. We also saw your calves when you came in for orientation. You do not have 40 mile an hour on a bicycle calves, sir. So they let me go. They fired me. Or not even, they deactivated me. Fired implies like I talked to a human. I just got deactivated. I just logged on one day and it was just like, error, no job, error. And it wasn't that bad, because there were so many other apps just like that one that I could go sign up. Like, you get fired by DoorDash, you go sign up for Postmates. You get fired by Postmates, you go sign up for, like, Ouchie, where you bring someone a Band-Aid and put it on their boo-boo and give them a bunch of soft little kisses. Or you get fired by them, you go sign up for Super, where it's spelled like soup the food, and it's like SOUPR, get it? And you don't even get a car, you just have to run with hot soup. Not even in a to-go container, but just in like a white ceramic bowl that's full to the brim, and you're just hauling ass through town yelling, hot soup! Hey, I got hot soup coming through, watch out! And then people think you're selling soup. You have to explain to them, like, I'm not selling it, I'm just warning you about how hot it is.
Let's see. You are a thief.
Fuck. I knew, I knew this moment would come.
No, I mean from one thief to another. Respect. So I get it. I was at a Michael's earlier today stealing things, so I understand how it goes.
Oh no, Michael's isn't that the well, that's fine, whatever. I feel like they're didn't Joanne's go out of business?
Joanne's is out of business, and Michael's. Here's my thing about Michael's is whenever they have their like big holiday sales, they jack up the prices on stuff and then put them on sale back to higher than the actual price, but they say it's 60% off. They've just changed all the tags. So to me, fuck you, I'm taking things from you. And I did buy stuff.
Okay.
I do buy some stuff, but if they're going to play this game,
Wait, so they jack up, they shoot the prices up and then put
yeah.
them on sale, but you are just
hmm
like actually it's more on sale.
Yeah.
This particular item. Okay, I see.
Like I just got a garland thing for the holidays that on the website like last week would have been $6. But then they say it's 11.99 on sale for 6.99. So that's what they do. They're like, "Oh, it's actually 40% off." And you're like, You're making more off of this because people get all in a hubbub over today's Cyber Monday when we're recording this. So,
Oh, it is, huh?
yeah. I don't particularly engage, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I wanted to go get this thing today." And was upset at the lines, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm wrong. This is the consumer holiday. This is their favorite weekend."
Isn't Cyber Monday supposed to be the one where you stay at home though?
I mean,
Instead of
yeah, but they're all kind of like a soup at this
that's the
point.
one they invented so that people would stop getting trampled on
Yeah.
Black Friday. They'll be like, we'll split it up so that
Yeah.
less people get stepped on to death
Well,
in
because
a
it's
Best Buy.
what do we got? We got Black Friday, you got Small Business Saturday, Sunday, the Lord's Day. So I
Sundays for the
guess
Lord.
for the Lord, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday is new, which is like give money to nonprofits, which I also think is bullshit because most nonprofits that are like sponsoring that are pushing that kind of thing, that money's not going towards actually like helping them in any real capacity. You should actually just give to your local mutual aid group. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of celebrating Thanksgiving for 501c3s.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let's give them more money. Truly. And I looked it up and um the the company that started Giving Tuesday, the majority shareholder of that company is Bill Gates. So that's fun. Just a fun thing for everybody.
God
He
damn
for
it.
he for sure needs more. So every time you see Giving Tuesday, become the least fun coworker and say, actually, it's bullshit.
Fucking Bill Gates.
I know.
He's so weird. He loves giving it all. He loves what is it? I don't know. I don't even know.
He keeps
Farmland. He loves farmland.
Yeah. Somehow he keeps he keeps giving so much away, but he keeps getting richer. I don't know how.
Right. And he's just like this nerdy little pipsqueak and he's like, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. My phone fell onto Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know what you want from me. Truly wild. Oh my gosh. Who's your favorite billionaire?
I was just kind of well, the other day I was asked if I was a billionaire, which one would I be? Which I thought was a funny
Mm,
question because
hmm
the beginning of the question I was like, oh, it's going to be like, what would I do with my money? But it's like, no, I have to be one of the shitty ones that already exists.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I don't know, maybe I would be if I had like selecting a character like it's a board game. Maybe I'm playing as Mark Cuban.
Mm,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I do like RX.com or whatever that
hmm
is. I like that he
There's some good stuff there for
made
sure.
himself the anti-Martin Shkreli. Who else is there that's like a fun one?
I mean, Richard Branson always seems fun. I'm sure there's a lot of evil shit there, but he always seems to just kind of be doing his own thing, or I don't know. Also, I don't know if I want to windsurf that much, though. There's a commitment there.
Like Mick Jagger's not a billionaire, right?
No, I don't think
Okay, well,
so.
good, but okay, good.
Taylor?
No, not. I don't think.
You don't want to step into those heels?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of I mean, yeah, most of them are bad. I
I
mean,
like, you know, who's kind of fun is JB Pritzker.
oh yeah.
He's kind of a fun, fun guy to watch.
Yeah. He seems like a good time. It would maybe be fun to be Peter Thiel only because then like you're actively trying to find the Antichrist. And I think that's a fun mission to have hallucinated yourself onto, but you know,
Well, but you also are the Antichrist, and a little part of you knows that, and
yeah.
it's like that's
Hmm.
the thing. He's kind of setting himself up for like
Yeah.
there's the third act shall come, Peter. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like
Yeah.
you're by being like we're gonna find the Antichrist, and then also being kind of a naughty bad man. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't it's like don't does he know what he's doing, and he's just fucking with us? Probably.
Have you ever seen and the movie the number 23, the Jim Carrey Joel Schumacher
I haven't. I'm familiar
thriller?
with the concept.
There's a
I mean, how
real
could I not be? But yeah,
there's a real switcheroo in that movie where he's chasing trying to find somebody the entire time, and then I'm going to spoil the number 23 for those
that's fine.
listening. So sorry. It turns out to be Jim Carrey's character is the one that wrote there's a novel that is all about this murder that this guy did, and then like as he's trying to figure out what happened to the book because there's a chapter that the 23rd chapter is missing, and he's trying to track it down because that's how he finds where the body is, and it turns out that he actually wrote it. Whoa. And the author's name, you'll like this, the author's name is Topsy Kretz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Top secrets.
Topsy Kretz, baby.
I also just love the plot, and I feel like there may be other movies in this category where it's just like the plot is just like this person is acting incredibly manic, and then they're proven correct.
Yeah, yes. No, which is a validating feeling, honestly,
Yeah, no, that's real.
for those going through a manic moment to be
There's a
like,
reason that works as a yeah.
yeah. There's a long scene of because all these dates you know, horrible dates in history add up to 23 if you add them up. And there's this one scene where it's like Jim Carrey and then like his wife and their kid pacing around being like, Oklahoma City bombing, what day was that? And it's them adding it up and they're like 23 again.
Just the kids who are like sorry, I can't come play video games after school. We have to add up the numbers in the Oklahoma City bombing.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, oh no. Someone wrote these on a wall. This was written on a wall somewhere, wasn't it? It's a Nick Cage movie that has a similar scene where numbers are scary. Um, that one is about aliens rapturing us because the Earth is gonna explode. It was great. Very stupid, but very good. Um, you have a track about the rapture.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I have
We got we
a
got
track
there.
about the like evangelical Christian narrative, and I'm pretty sure I don't know how accurate it is to theirs. Well, even in the joke, anyway, you'll play it.
Yeah.
For me, a lot of growing up Jewish was like being told from a young age that I was going to go to Israel someday and feel very at home and very connected, you know? And then I went on that trip and I just felt like I took an edible that never kicked in. I was standing there like, okay, yeah, those mountains are cool. People are like, but do you feel the blood of Abraham in your veins? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just okay. Why, did we go to a lot of trouble for it? I love it. I don't know. I had friends from that trip that had such a meaningful experience that they went and joined the Israeli army afterwards. And that shit blew my mind because I've just never been on a vacation that fun. You know? I've never been to Disneyland and afterwards been like, I will die for this place. I will sacrifice my life for Mickey and Minnie. You can scatter my ashes on the Matterhorn. When I do that one, I'm like a tiny bit worried about offending a Zionist, but I'm so much more worried about upsetting a Disney person. That's not a group I want to mess with at all. Do you guys know about the thing where like right-wing evangelical Christians are obsessed with Israel? Because they think that for the apocalypse to happen, all of the Jews have to go back to Israel, where we will turn into dust and then the Christians get raptured up to heaven? Yeah, that's true. That they think that, not that that's going to happen. I mean, I don't know. It's been a crazy year. I doubt it. I don't think it is. Especially because that theory kind of gives me some agency. Because it says that all of the Jews have to go back. So I could fuck the whole thing up. I should be like, oh no, I said no Thursdays. I filled out the Google sheet. I can't do Thursdays. It does bother me, that theory. It does bother me because it implies that the Christians, whatever they were doing at the time, they just get raptured right up to heaven, right? But I have to fucking book a flight and get to JFK. That sucks. I have to call an Uber at 6 a.m. and pray I don't get a chatty driver. Pray I don't get some guy who's like, airport, huh? Where are you headed? Like, oh, I'm going to Israel. It's like, oh, cool, family thing? Like, sort of. It's like me and all the Jewish people. We have to go turn into dust to fulfill the prophecy. It's not, I don't like it. It's not that chill. He's like, oh, I think I know someone who's going to that. Do you know Jacob Rosenstein? And then we talk for a second, and I realize I do know that guy. Has that ever happened to you? Someone's like, do you know this other person of your demographic? And you're like, I happen to, but you got to cool it with that shit. It's not just always going to go like that every time. So just careful.
I don't know if they think exactly that we're going to turn into dust, but it's something like that. It involves a mass Jewish migration to Israel, and then that triggers the rapture somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. I've always, it's, I mean, not they don't think through the logistics of these kind of things often when they're making these prophecies. No one's talking about like there aren't flight deals. There aren't, I don't know what
Right.
the prices and stuff are. It's like, no, thank you. Not going to happen. But I don't know. I've always thought your take is great because I've always thought I was like, yeah, this feels like this should be empowering for people. You're the one that is actually holding the world from the rapture. I mean, powerful place to be.
Right. And like that's it's just funny for them to have like a secret reason to want to send us that's like not a secret.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be like, no, we want you guys to go to Israel because so look how much fun they're all having there. Go on, it looks like such a good time. But then they also are secretly like, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like kind of sitcom logic of like they're trying to ditch us.
Yeah. It's like they're turning to a camera that they're just like saying it out loud and then they're like, "What did you say?" And you turn back to them and you're like, I'm right here. I can hear you the entire time."
Yeah, they're trying to cut us loose, but we're wise to them.
Yeah, exactly. And um when did you go on Birthright?
I didn't go on Birthright exactly. I went on like
Oh,
a
okay.
4 month program that was like it was like a full semester. It was the second semester of my junior year. It was like an accredited semester
Hmm.
with like math class and science class and obviously Jewish/Israeli studies. That was like the main. That was like half of the day.
Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Did
A
you
lot
feel
of field trips.
yeah. Because I have a bunch of friends that have done Birthright and like that's like a 2 week thing, I think, or something like that. So you were there
Yeah.
longer. I imagine like having a homework did not help their cause either. To be like, don't make me also like work here. Come on, what are we doing?
Right. I mean, you can get away with a lot. Like you
Yeah.
can get away, or you can get away with very little. Like
Hmm.
in terms of your schoolwork.
Are you in touch with anybody still that you like were in school and classes with or anything over there?
Yeah, I have some good. Good. I'm trying to. Yeah, I have a couple of good friends that were on that program with me. That I still talk to. One of them actually just reached out. After the special, so that was nice.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, there's definitely like I don't know. It was in there's like a Facebook group from everyone and like there's definitely been um some explosive conversations in those comment sections.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was just curious if like what that like what that experience would be like how much if that like help like if the propaganda worked like more or less in a longer term setting.
Yeah, I think for the people that it worked on, I don't
Hmm.
know, not to like fully cast myself out of that because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely it's a
It's a large,
spectrum.
complicated, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of
But
course.
like I feel like for the people that really got into it, like the 4 months gave them time to like really get their fucking talking points right.
Hmm.
Um, but I think it backfired on some of us where after a few months, it's like you hear one of the talking points so many times that you're like, wait a minute, you keep saying this one thing that doesn't really make sense, and you're really relying on it as like a thing that leads to other things. So if you're the type of person that wants to pick it apart, like I
Hmm.
think 4 months probably gives you more time to do that.
Mm. Are your family like anti-Zionist too, or like how is like you're very kind of out there, on in the special talking
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah, my sister very much is and kind of brought it to the family.
Hmm.
But then yeah, we're at like varying degrees in my immediate family and in my extended family, not so much. But I
Yeah.
also, as much as I like want to be like this like loud anti-Zionist voice and use my special for that, which
Hmm.
I guess to some degree I do, but I also feel like I leave it pretty open-ended
Hmm.
where I kind of I don't know. People have reached out with nice words about the special that I like know have very different politics in that regard, and maybe
Hmm.
that's just people can enjoy a thing, or it's that I don't know. If I'm like I question, I'm like, does that mean I don't go hard enough if like people who I know have different politics on this are being complimentary, but it's like, or maybe I don't know.
I mean, I think it's like I've always kind of found that I think you can kind of say anything in comedy to people that disagree with you if you are like genuine and like non-condescending. And I think you do a good combination of those when you're talking about like, oh, this is how I feel and this is why I feel that way.
Thanks.
And
Yeah. I
yeah,
definitely don't play the role of the expert.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's a comedy special. Like also,
Yeah.
which is good. I think it's like anytime you can kind of like potentially even like breadcrumb some stuff to people to be like, "Oh, let me get in here. You're not defensive." Like you can hear it for a second and, maybe that
Well, and
pops
even
up
in
later.
I'm thinking about like the other part of the Israel joke where I'm talking
Hmm.
about like Lupe Fiasco and the Anti-Defamation League. Like
Hmm.
even within like halfway through that joke, I like realize I got something wrong and then like correct myself. So I guess that's kind of disarming to just be like, I really don't know. I
Yeah.
come along with me for this journey. We'll learn together.
I think the first time I questioned the notion that it was anti-Semitic to criticize Israel was when somebody told me that the rapper Lupe Fiasco hated Jews. You guys know Lupe Fiasco? Yeah. I was at Hebrew school. Someone came up to me and was like, Lupe Fiasco hates Jews. And I was like, oh, I'm just trying to eat my snacks. What? Okay. And then they sent me some like anti-defamation league article, and it turned out he just had some song lyric that was like vaguely pro-Palestine, right? But that's the first time that the narrative started to unravel because I was like, no, I'm pretty sure Lupe Fiasco would like me. So what's going on here? Also, okay, that's a fun joke, and thank you for laughing at it. I researched it to make sure that I was right, because comedians are the modern day truth tellers, and I Googled Lupe Fiasco anti-Semitic lyric, and it turns out he does have an insanely anti-Semitic lyric, so my bad. He has a song where he says dirty Jews. I'm not going to tell you which song, that's just a fun little scavenger hunt you get to go do on Spotify. But yeah, Lupe, come on, you can't. But I think the reason I was confused is because it was an Anti-Defamation League article, and do you guys all know the Anti-Defamation League? For those of you that don't, basically these are guys who they don't like defamation one bit. Okay, they think that shit stinks. No, they're like an Israel lobbying group that like is just like calls stuff anti-Semitic all day, and then occasionally Lupe Fiasco will say dirty Jews, and they're like, let's go, like that's the best day at the ADL office. I don't know, they just like, they get the Jews a lot of apologies. They score us a lot of apologies. Never from anyone who's actually going to do us harm, though. Always from Lupe Fiasco. Every time. Every time it's from some rapper who said the wrong thing and now he has to film a vlog in his ping pong room. Just be like, listen, I was trying to say, like, I admire how shifty and conniving you guys are. Like, I think those are really good traits. I think that's cool. The Anti-Defamation League, they're whatever. You can call them and report anti-Semitism. That's not what their phone lines are for, but you can call anyone and say whatever you want. So that's what I do. I'm just in there all day like, hey there, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory in Jersey City. Men's room, second stall. There's a swastika on the door. Could be the Indian kind, but I doubt it. Give me a call back. Or you can turn yourself in. If you have like an impure anti-Semitic thought, you can like tell them, you know? Like that's what I'll call them, like, hey, I was walking through South Williamsburg and some Hasidic children left their scooters out in the middle of the sidewalk, and I said under my breath to myself, I said, little Jew boys need to clean up their scooters. That wasn't cool of me, so let me know what my punishment is.
Okay, we know how you feel about leopard print. Zebra, though, on the other hand, or are there prints that you were a fan of?
Prints that I'm a fan of.
Yeah. How do you feel about a plaid? Houndstooth.
Plaid is nice. Is there a plaid animal? That's probably not. That'd be cool.
As a Boston. That's a mighty, mighty Boston is.
A plaid animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can get pretty rowdy in those pits. Yeah, I would do a zebra print. I don't know. I've never really tried an animal print on myself. I've done a little bit of like camo or whatever, which is different. Like the kind that people use when they're deer hunting that like is a lot of sticks. I feel like that's gotten popular.
Yeah.
Lately. I gotta dig that one crew neck out of my cabinet. But yeah, I could maybe try some zebra or leopard.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for the next special, just think about like a full rig. Get a little bucket hat to go with it. Why not?
That could be fun. Yeah, or like kind of keep a similar aesthetic, but like just have like a leopard print hoodie.
Yeah.
Like I'll still just be like a guy in a hoodie, but it'll be leopard print.
Or just the inside of the hood, so you get like a little taste of it, and people are like, "Wait,
like yeah.
What's going on in there?"
A little bit of fur.
Yeah, exactly. I like it. Can you rollerblade in San Francisco?
No, I can't.
Okay. You left that to Brooklyn.
Yeah, I left that to Brooklyn. That one may or may not have happened, but
that's fair. I
guess it's aspirational. If anything, I see myself as someone that would rollerblade and maybe even should rollerblade. And maybe I just have to get myself back out there.
I'd like to see that for you. I believe in that. So next special, we got a leopard print hoodie on blades. I mean, I think just lean into it. Get real weird with it.
One time I did this when I was like couple years into comedy. I did this competition at Rooster Teeth Feathers, and the woman before me was on rollerblades and like went on like stumbled onto the stage, told some jokes where she didn't address the rollerblades at all, and then like stumbled off the stage, and then I got on and just did my act, didn't address the rollerblades at all. And then after the show, I don't know if you ever met Jimmy Gunn. He's an old mentor of mine, Bay Area comic.
Yeah.
He passed away since this story, but he came up to me and was kind of, because I didn't move on in the competition, and he like kind of consoled me, and he was like, you gotta address the rollerblades. You should have addressed the rollerblades. She certainly should have, but you also should have.
Yeah.
Which was good advice that I took with me.
No, that's very good advice. The whole audience was like, I know someone needs to, because it's like your job. You're the leader, when you have the microphones. Like, can someone please say the thing so we all are okay and are on the same page about it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think the reason leopard print is considered sexy is because deep down we all wish we could fuck a leopard a little bit? Oh, no? Okay, we'll dig a little deeper then, maybe. Because I'm talking real deep down. I'm saying there's a tiny little voice that's like, well, yes, of course I would love to fuck a leopard, but they are too fast and too strong, and they can't give verbal consent, and even if they could, what would we even talk about? Like, have you ever been in love with someone that you're friends with, and you don't want to ruin the friend group dynamic so you don't admit it to them or even yourself? That's humans with leopards, okay? It's never gonna happen. We gotta give it up. Is that true, or do I just not understand sex? It could be either one of those things. I don't know. Maybe I just don't. Well, it's not that I'm not good at sex, because like I am. But there's just little things that go over my head. Like, I don't know. I was with a lady one time, and she wanted to take a submissive role in the bedroom, but she did it by asking a confusing question. We were having sex, and she said, "Is that your pussy?" And like she wanted to put the emphasis on the word "your," you know. But in the moment, I'd smoked weed earlier, and I got confused. So in the moment, I was just like, "No, that's my dick." But great guess. I feel like one more guess, you would have gotten it for sure. So never give up on your dreams. You're crushing it.
All right, John. Well, where can people find you on Instagram, not Twitter?
At John Alcabes, JonAlcabes. And yeah, johnalcabes.com for dates that I should update, and John Alcabes on YouTube, which is where the special is. It's also on the website.
Awesome. Yeah. And you made it with Ben Kurzrock helped make it.
Yeah, Ben Kurzrock, probably a cult. They're like a comedy filmmaking group. They've made some really good stuff that you can find. Yeah, if you find the special on YouTube, it's connected with their YouTube as well.
Follow John, follow Burn This Records, follow Probably a Cult. Yeah, and give the album a listen, give it a watch, buy a copy, rate and review. Rate and reviews help hitting the charts and everything. And it's available right now for purchase on Amazon, iTunes, and Bandcamp, and then available for streaming everywhere on Friday. I ask that if you stream it 10,000 times to make up for just buying it once. Imagine if you just did that instead, though. That'd be fun. Follow John, follow the label. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.